Hey Internet, it's me. So, tonight we started Saw.
And we've stopped counting.
Yeah, I don't know when it is anymore. So we started Saw. And right off the bat, I have to say, it's disappointing that Danny Glover was able to take down the Predator and then got murdered by a hospital janitor. Like, it wasn't even the janitor from Scrubs either, it was just some random guy.
Yeah, well, it was 20 years later, so...
Yeah.
He's too old for this shit now.
It's true. The first thing that came to mind for me in this movie is how amazing the main part of the movie with
Carrie Ellis?
Yeah. That would be the greatest escape room ever.
That would be fun.
Like, not if you actually had to shoot someone, but like
if you're actually chained up and you had to figure out a way to unlock yourself.
Find a way to get out of it, and like, you know, you had to break the small part of the wall where the X was to find more clues, and like there's something in your pocket that you didn't even know about somehow. Like, that would be the best escape room.
That'd be fun.
But as for the movie, what did you think?
So I saw it before, and I was kind of indifferent. It was just maybe a little bit below average, but I think that was at a different point in my life. But now seeing it again, I actually liked it more.
Yeah, I enjoy this one. It's a bit of a roller coaster. Like, there's a couple different stories going on at once. But, like, you know, it's got some fun little twists in there, and there's just... It's more of a psychological thriller. I know the ones later in the franchise lean into, like, the gore, and a lot of people just call them basically torture porn. I've only seen the first two, so I don't know about the rest. But, yeah, I don't know. I thought this one's a lot of fun. I like watching the story unfold and seeing all the different twists and trying to figure out all the, pardon the pun, puzzle pieces as to what's going on. And in the end, you know, like, I knew it was coming, so it wasn't as much of a shock, but I remember the first time when you see him get up off the floor, Jigsaw there, like, that's a really cool moment, because he was just there the whole time, and you never even thought of him as a potential for, like, the killer or anything. Like, he was just a set piece.
Yeah. The only thing I have about that is they don't show him actually getting up off the floor. They just show a person already getting up. So, like, they're like, who is this? Why? And it takes you a second to connect. Is it the guy that was in the room the whole time?
Yeah. That's true. If the camera was panned down just a little further, so you saw him lying in the pool of blood.
Right. If we knew he was in that position and then got up.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It is a good one.
How do you come up with a movie nowadays when all the good twists are taken?
Yeah, seriously. Like, I know there's a new Saw out, which is not on my list to watch, so I dropped the ball there. But, like, yeah, so much has been done, and so many stories have been told in so many different ways. Like, how
do you do something that's not been done before?
Yeah, how you come up with a new story, or a new twist on a story, or just an adaptation of something that's semi-original. I mean, people do it, but it's
hard. It's hard. They don't feel the same anymore.
Like, when this came out, I know this was the first big movie that I at least remember hearing about that, like, took this approach with the different twists and the big trap and the, like, mindfuckery. Nothing to do with Chris Angel. But yeah, like, even now, if another movie were to do something similar, immediately would just get compared to Saw. Everyone would be like, oh, it's like a Saw movie. Like, no one would say, oh, look at this cool movie with, like, the intricate booby traps. Like, it's... Or, like, Final Destination, you know? If someone were to escape death, like...
Everything's compared to something that's come before if it's similar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting watching the next 8. Jesus, yeah.
God.
Just to see what they can do to make it original and interesting still. I remember the twist of the second one. I remember too much of that movie. I'm not going to be happy with the needle pit scene. I'm not looking forward to that. That's the one scene I don't want to see.
Don't know. Never seen the other ones.
But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they can do to still keep interesting twists and interesting, like, traps and just play off the same concept or formula or villain without making it stale.
So there's 9 movies in total.
Yes.
Not counting the one that just came out.
Not counting 10, which just came out.
How many do you think, just probability and number, like how many do you think we're actually going to enjoy and give a higher rating of like 6 or higher? I'll rate this one a 7.
Yeah. Yeah. I would
So
agree with that.
counting-
Definitely a 7 for me too. It's a solid movie, above average. I enjoy it.
So
Counting.
this one, including the next 8, how many do you think you're going to actually enjoy? Give a 6 or higher.
I don't want to be pessimistic, but of all the other franchises we've done so far, they seem to be split down the middle.
4 and 4.
Yeah, I'll give it 4. I'd like to be wrong. Maybe they'll all be great, but I'll give it 4.
I was going to say 3 and 3, and it'd be one like right in the middle. 3 I like, 3 I dislike, and 1.
Well, there'd be
just
2
neutral.
more. That's how math works.
Oh, it's 2. Yeah. Okay, well.
But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I guess that's where we're at. This one's a 7. It is a good movie. It's fun. I like the twists. I like everything that happens. The acting was great.
Yeah.
Cary Elwes was acting his ass off in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him anyway. I still love him from Princess Bride, which is still weird seeing him in anything else because I know you haven't seen the movie, but I picture that. And so whenever I see an older, kind of heavier set guy, I'm like, that's not the As You Wish guy. This is someone else.
I've seen Princess Bride once.
Yeah.
It was just as I a few years ago, so it wasn't.
Oh, so you'd already heard every quote and you already knew all the major story points anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been memed to death at this point. But yeah, so Saw was good, and we look forward to at least half of the other ones. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.